Hey guys, Elizabeth here, and we are painting boards. These are scrap pieces of wood, and with the shut-in, this is a great project. I'm actually going to do the standing wooden bunnies, and I'm also going to do the stacked books, and I'm just using some scrap pieces of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and paint those white in advance, but I wanted to share with you one of my favorite paints I've used for many years. This is the Folk Art Enamels, and this is wicker white. If any of you used to follow Donna Dewberry, these were the paints that she used most time was folk art, which she still uses, and wicker white was like one of her most used paints. But I wanted to go ahead and show you, this is one coat when you're using acrylic paints, and this is actually an enamel one, and you'll just see the difference. You get this instant shine as though you've put varnish on it or a sealer on it, and you get a good even coat. Now, because this wood has not been pre-sanded and it is raw, I will put 2 coats. Now, the other project we're going to be doing is the bunnies I told you about. These are some seriously rough cut wood. They are pallets that they cut up, and they actually burn these for their fuel to fire up their furnaces at the place of business he works at, where they build things. So they repurpose and upcycle everything they possibly can, and they don't waste any natural resources. Now, because this is that scrappy wood, I thought these would really, truly make a really good, cute, primitive type of very country bunnies. And so I'm going to be painting them white. And if any of this comes through, I am fine with that. It is not going to bother me one bit, including the print. If any of that bleeds through, it's not going to bother me one bit. It's going to have that look to it. Okay, guys, I have my bunny boards painted, and I'm going to let them dry. And then I've already put my coats onto these blocks of wood that are going to actually double as books. So we have our blocks painted, guys. Now, these are the ones that are going to be books. So we want them to look like books. Now, the first thing that we probably need to do is to take our sanding block, because we know that books are not square like this type of square. And these will be stacked together. So we want to do this before we glue them together. And all I'm doing is taking my sanding block and kind of rounding those sides off. And just taking that sharp edge from off of these is all I'm doing. I'm just smoothing it down so they don't look so square. And you'll see the difference right here. See how that just kind of rounded those off and smoothed them, and now they look more like what a book would look like. So I'll do these, all 3 of these, and I'll be right back. So so now we've got our books sanded on the edges, and as you can see, they've got that roundness to them, and they will on this side as well. Now we need to scruffy them up, so to speak, and make them look like they've got some age to them. So I am going to take the truffle of the Waverly chalk, and I'm just going to pretty much dry brush them. I'm not sure how much. I don't have much on there. So I'm just pretty much just going to hit them. Right on the spine, so that I can glue these together. And see, these starting to look more like books versus blocks. Okay, guys, I got my writing on here, or the title of my books, and I've got them all together here like I want them. And we're going to add some ribbon to it too. So the first thing we want to do is glue these together. And you can do that with wood glue or hot glue or Elmer's glue. any of your glues, just as long as you are satisfied with how you buckled them together. For me, I'm just going to use the hot glue and just line them up as best you can. And it does really good about putting those together with no problem. Okay, now I can put my ribbon on here. Or you can do burlap, jute twine, however you want it. If you're going to put a bow there, that works too. If you want to do it on the back because you're afraid it'll be seen. And it doesn't really matter, just as long as you're content with where it's going. So I'm going to put my band here. If I don't like it, I can move it. And then I'm just going to bring that band up and around. And like I said, it can be of your choosing whichever kind you want. I'm actually going to cut this even Steven so that these ribbons bump completely against each other, because I don't want it to sit unlevel whenever I've got it sitting around. That way they'll sit evenly balanced when they're laying down. Okay, and then I'll probably put me a little tiny bit under there just so as a stay put kind of thing, just so that it's not sliding up and down. It'll stay up against the wood real good. You know, I may just put this on there. Put a little bit of ribbon on there. Just make a small bow. So now I'm going to make just a tie your shoe bow. And I'm going to trim it up and glue it into place. And these turned out absolutely spiffy, guys. Look at that. Neat. Okay, guys, we're going to do our 2x4 bunny blocks. I originally saw these bunnies on Pinterest, and I saw several different kinds. And then, if any of you follow Country Charm Tracy, she has done a set that just went live today when I'm filming this, and I actually got the notification and watched it, and I loved the face that she did on hers. But the 2x4 bunnies I had actually seen on Pinterest, and they were being sold on Etsy. So in all honesty, guys, I don't know who to give credit to, but I can tell you this: I do like them, and I wanted to make them, and I've had them in my Pinterest to do DIY on for quite some time, even before Valentine's. So honestly, I don't know who to give credit to. So I'm just letting you guys know, in case you do follow Tracy and you see these are similar to the ones that she done, and I do not want to avoid giving credit where credit is due. But honestly, I found these originally on Pinterest, and I've already told Tracy we must be twins because I was thinking just like her on doing this DIY. Okay, guys, so using the paint marker, this is like a hot pink rose paint marker, and I'm finishing those cheeks. I'd used some white, but it didn't turn out. Now you'll see here I'm going to use the Waverly Truffle, and I'm going to do a dry brushing technique all about and even around the cheeks and the boards, and just get it like I want. Now following that, I'm going to take the black paint marker, and I'm going to put dots about the cheeks for the whiskers, and just kind of mimic the action there, just dot, dot, dot. Now taking the black paint marker, you're going to make 2 oval circles, one leaning to the right for the eyes. Now take your white paint marker and put a long comma to the right hand side, and then a dot down at the bottom to form the eyes. go back with the black Sharpie marker and draw some eyelashes. One just long at the bottom, a medium, and then a small. And you're going to start at the bottom and do this to make the eyelashes. Now we need to give it a nose. And Tracy used her hearts, which is exactly what I was going to do, and that's what the ones on Pinterest had done. And this one has the red glitter from Valentine's, but I think I want to change that color for sure. I also have a magic marker that I love. You guys have seen me use this one many times. And it's like a raspberry pink. I really love it. So a lot of times I will just use a marker, which works just as good, and just color it. Okay, so we need to get the eyes more white. So I'll go back over them while they're, I did them while they were wet, and to make them more intense. So that looks a little better. And done dried and faded. Now, the other thing that we need to do is wire. Now, I have the green floral wire, which you can use that. It will be just fine. But I also had the wire left over, guys, from the chicken wire. When I bought the chicken wire, I had that big spool wrapped up. Okay, guys, this is the wire that was wrapped around the chicken wire. And this gets real simple. You just basically are going to twist it, and it doesn't have to be any certain amount around, you know, a brush or a stick or something. And it's just bent wire. And then you just decide how long you want it, depending on how crazy you want your whiskers to be and how long you want those whiskers to be. And you can stretch it out and make it all kinds of warped and funny. And actually, I'm going to lessen the length of these. Now we gotta have 3 on each side, so you guys, you know, you want to leave part of that straight so that when you go to glue it down, you can anchor it a whole lot better. And then I go the whole stretch, that way I can get at least 2. Then that way you can clip it about how long you want them. I'll try to match mine up a little bit. My whiskers on, and you just kind of, you know, with this being the wire, just going to kind of lay them where you want them. Line them up because the heart is going to be covering them as well. So there's no perfection in the direction. Now next we have to make our bunny smile. And honestly, I'm going to have to see if my paint marker is going to give us anything more. I hope it does not mess my bunny up. Sure going to try. Okay. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Okay, now to make his ears, guys, I'm going to use burlap and, of course, my checkered pink. I love this fabric. This came out of a fat quarter from Walmart, and it's what I've got. Some of it left. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some wire, and I'm going to form some loops for the ears. And I'm going to try to make them all around the same size. So I'm just gonna cut the wire all the same length so they all are ending up about the same size ears. And if I get them too long, no problem. Can clip them off. And that's going to be about right, because you want some difference down here at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist that wire together. And they'll form one. Now, to show y'all something unique, just twist up your wire, get all 6 of them done, and then you're going to cut your fabric, lay the wire on top of it, put your glue down, and then fold that cloth or fabric or burlap right over top of that wire. And make sure you twist it down to bottom. Now, as far as I know, no one else has done this method to form the ears. They've all made it out of fabric. But just so you guys have something a little different on my video. So I got my ears made. And I think I want to put a little bit of razzle dazzle here as like the ear center, like bunnies have. And I'm just going to kind of make it round. And I'm going to glue that right through the center there. I'm not even going to try to be perfect about it. I'm just going to lay it there. Now I'm continuing with adding that little bit of sheer ribbon onto this burlap ear. And then I'm just forming them. Position them where I think I want them, and glue them into place. Now, basically, this next one, I'll be taking the pink gingham white fabric, just position it as you want it, and then glue them into place, because you can bend them and form them any way you like. Now, you guys, you know how I love my ribbon button bows, and you basically take scrap pieces of ribbon, but at this point, I'm making mine. So just select you an assortment, cut them, you know, one a little bit shorter than the next, and get all the colors you like. And then you can cut these ribbons in half. And basically, you're going to make this ribbon. So you're going to do your crisscross form. And basically, your longest one you want to show up in the rear and just build it and form it. I robbed the ribbon from off of the heart bells they had at Valentine's. And this is what I tied mine together with. And just start forming it and shaping it any way you like. And I'm showing this to you in a speed fashion and gluing it into place. And then I go back and I actually trim it up and dovetail it on this particular bow. So with these ribbon button bows, they're just beautiful. And the messier and the more scraps you have, the more beautiful they are. So to top this off, I took the buttons, the actual buttons I got from Dollar Tree, and I glue a button right in the center. So I'm actually going to show you a rendition of that. You basically crisscross your ribbon, glue it, crisscross the next one, and if you know how you're going to make your bow, you can go ahead and dovetail them and start forming them and just start gluing just a little dot now. Don't go crazy. And that way it'll hold together. And then find any little scrap piece of string, jute twine, or whatever, and tie it in the center. Then once you get it tied and you place it onto your bunny, you can then add a button in the center, a heart, or whatever you like. And now I'm going to slow it down for you. Ribbon, if you want angled or if you want it dovetailed. Once again, if you want it dovetailed, you're going to fold it, and then cut it towards the point or the side. You know, you're going to cut angled, drop it down at the right, and going to the left. So there you go. I'll shorten that a little bit and give it some flair. And so now, probably, okay, so there's that one, guys. They are just so cute. Oh my gosh. I am so loving them. Oh, they are so pretty. They're just so adorable. It's crazy, ain't it? Scrap piece of wood gives you so much joy, but it does me. I am just a craftaholic like Tracy says she is. I am definitely a craftaholic. I love it. I've done it for years. The shows I have been to and vendored and the things I have made over the years. And I'm just delighted every time I get to try something new like this. This is so cute. I'm so glad I had on this idea. It's beautiful. All right. We got one more bow to make. So I think I will try to duplicate that one that we just made, guys. Now, oh my goodness, guys. Can you get any more adorable? Aren't they the sweetest things? Oh my gosh. You guys, I have done a lot of crafts. And I've done a lot for my channel. And hoping that it will keep you guys interested, that you'll like it, you'll give me thumbs up, you'll subscribe to the channel, you will share it with others, and have others to join me and subscribe to me as well and spread the word. And I will have to say, this is actually one of my very favorite DIYs that I have done, is these bunny rabbits. I think because I had so long wanted to make them, and I've had the wood sitting here in my office for so long, and then apparently everybody was feeling my vibe because everybody is doing these bunnies, and then Tracy did this beautiful face on hers, and this is the face that I am duplicating, and I absolutely love it. Now, no one's made the wire ears like I have that I'm aware of, that I've seen on any of the DIY channels. And the button bow, me and Tracy, we are big fans of that. We're, like I said, we're craftaholics. And I did try to duplicate the face that she did, along with the little dots or freckles or whisker spots, the hearts, just different color. And I did do the cheeks similar to hers. The only thing I didn't do that Tracy did was splatter. And I actually had gotten to that point and decided, okay, I'm going to just leave mine a little bit different, because I always do that splatter paint on them, but I love that look. And you guys, these are the books we made, our wooden books. And like I said, no book went unturned or wasted to do this project. I love it. It's so adorable. It will look so cute sitting around. So I hope you guys enjoyed these two DIY projects. I know that I had anticipated on doing more for this particular video, but as it turns out, you know, these took a little more time, and I did put more time into them, and they were so worth it. So you guys, if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for joining the gang. We do lots of things here, and I appreciate any comments, suggestions, and definitely let me know which one you like, which one you'll try. And if you do, tag me on Instagram. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I am asking you to. Please subscribe. I appreciate it. And every time you hit that like, it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing, that you enjoy it. And I love your comments and look forward to them. You guys, this is Elizabeth saying thank you. Have a wonderful, dandly, crafty day. Enjoy your shut-in. Get all your stuff out. Let me know what you got, and I'll be able to create something with it, because chances are I have it too, and I have surplus supplies. So maybe you've got it and you'd like to see it done a different way. Please make a suggestion in the comment box. I appreciate it. You guys, until the next DIY, this is Elizabeth saying thank you so much. Over and out. Bye, guys.